My wife and I migrated to Canada in '69. In '69, there were probably less than 500 Filipinos in Canada. Now there are 800,000 or more, you know. And Eleanor was doing her master's thesis. So she said, well, why don't I do my master's thesis on the immigration of Filipinos to Canada? Got into a little Volkswagen, drove from Ottawa to Saskatchewan, Alberta, all the way to Edmonton, interviewed people in Moose Jaw and also in Flin Flon, you know, all in the first consul general was Bisnar, you know. I never met him, but I'm very good friends with his son, who came here, he said, as a young boy.
Ang pangalan ko ay si Oscar Bisnar. Well, way back then in 1956, my father got assigned to open the consulate in Vancouver. So we rode the boat from Manila to San Francisco and then took the train up from San Francisco to Vancouver. So that made us one of the first families ever to come to Canada, not just Vancouver.
We found that most of the Filipinos who came here in the 1960s were professionals, you know, doctors, nurses.
There were zero Filipinos outside of nurses. They were the first group that I was aware of.
And then in '89, Canada changed their immigration policies. They instituted what's called the Foreign Domestic Movement Program. And then in '92, they instituted the Live-in Caregiver Program. And the requirement for those people applying under those programs is grade 12. So that changed the educational background of the Filipinos moving to Canada.
Well, as I get older, I'm more comfortable in my Filipino identity. Before, I was super conscious if people around me spoke in Tagalog, and now it's so common. You hear Chinese, you're Filipino, and you think nothing of it now because you're not out of place anymore. We're fortunate to be living in a place like this.
And I'm very happy that I was able to move here and enjoy the kind of life here that is both environmentally satisfactory, peaceful, and most important of all, you're able to really pursue your own work to the fullest of your potentials.